Let's Invest. It's Jay Joseph with J Money Secrets. Who am I? I'm a wealth advocate, I'm a stock and options trader, and I'm also an investor. I want to talk with you guys today about these things called mutual funds. Should I invest into them or not? Let's talk about it. We got to understand what they are first. Now, being a licensed financial advisor for over 14 years, working in that industry, one of the main asset vehicles that they actually use for individuals are mutual funds. So identifying mutual funds, specifically, when we get into the specific terms, we're talking about open-ended mutual funds. And open-ended mutual funds are either managed by a manager or a team of managers that manage the investments for them. These particular mutual funds can be sector specific, whether it be healthcare, whether it be the utilities company, whether it be telecommunications, or it can be a combination of a whole bunch of different stocks from different sectors. And these particular mutual funds can also have what we call fixed income exposure, where it may be bonds, it may be some CDs or money markets. So it can be a combination of the two, depending on how aggressive or how conservative the actual mutual fund is. Now, with these particular mutual funds, it also has an expense, right? Fees are one of the ways that erodes our opportunity to keep and also build wealth. Their particular fees are associated with what's called an internal expense fee and/or an expense ratio. That's a fee that you as an individual don't see. That doesn't come out of your account. You don't pay that out of pocket, but it comes off the returns of the mutual fund every single year. Even if the mutual fund had a negative rate of return, it still takes away and adds that fee on top of what you don't get in return. That's the loss that you take in your portfolio. So now when it comes to mutual funds, one of the main purposes and goals of a mutual fund is to outperform the indexes, right? One of the major ones is the S&P 500. There's been studies, there's been statistics that states that 90+% of mutual funds don't consistently outperform the index, i.e. the S&P 500. Now, a lot of financial advisors have what we call like a wrap program. And what they do as a financial advisor, they pull together a whole bunch of mutual funds and they manage the mutual funds that are already managed by individuals and managers. And now, since they stepped in, they're charging you something called a wrap fee, asset under management fee. Now, that particular fee, it can range, anywhere from 1% to 2% in the industry. So you're paying a 1% to 2% on managing these mutual funds. And now mutual funds have different share classes, whether it be I shares, whether it be A shares, B shares, C shares, etc., depending on the fund family. Each mutual fund has an internal expense fee. So now in that internal expense fee, that can range 0.20, 0.30, 1%, 2%. So these are fees that you're paying every single year. So imagine that. On average, let's say the mutual fund fee is 1%, the asset under management fee is 1%. I'm paying 2% every single year. Over the next 20 years, I just paid 40% of my portfolio in fees. Interesting. And this is how we start looking at the numbers. In order to make a financial decision, we have to be educated and understand all of our options and what's really going into what we're doing. Now, am I saying all mutual funds are bad? No, I'm not saying that. Because starting off, and I don't know anything to do, a mutual fund may be an ideal opportunity for me to invest into, or it may be my only opportunity when we talk about employer-sponsored programs, which we will. But we need to educate ourselves, and that's one reason why I'm here. Because I grew up not understanding what money is, how money works, and what it was. But I got to a point where I started to develop that knowledge, putting the time, being a licensed financial for 14 years, to really understand this thing of wealth. And the more I learn, the more I can never go back to investing in these things called mutual funds. And my goal is to educate you on your wealth journey, exactly what money is, how it works, how to make it work for you, so you can make the best financial decisions for you and your family to achieve this thing called financial independence. So that's in a nutshell of what mutual funds are. Would I invest in mutual funds? No. I know too much. I put too much effort, time, and got too much information to ever invest in mutual funds. I know there's other options out there that's available for me. Maybe it's an exchange traded fund, ETF. Maybe it's buying individual stocks. And these are topics that I will cover. And any other topics that you guys want me to talk about when it comes to financial literacy, let me know. But until then, please like this video, subscribe, and follow me for more information and more financial literacy information to come out and comment. Would you invest in mutual funds? Do you invest in mutual funds? Or do you think mutual funds are a good thing? Let's talk. Let's invest.